Maybe you should stay with your mama. She could do your laundry and cook for you. Maybe you should stay with your mama. You're really kind of stupid and ugly too.
Well, you can get this text that isn't saying anything. Sledgerslows USA online strategic human influence disruption in CNA set to USA. Anthropology. The hell is this? This is crap. Why do you do you have a link that actually is valid, that actually says something, or do you just have this?
Okay, moving on. Here's something from, I think, 4 years ago. He was shilling for GMOs. He was arguing for genetically modified Frankenstein food, Franken food, I think it's called.
Hey there, just a quick, cheap video. I've been seeing a bunch of posts on Facebook and Google Plus and especially Twitter lately. People demanding that products that contain GMOs have to be labeled. It should be mandatory that these things are labeled. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, if a company wants to label that they don't use GMOs, you know, the government shouldn't stop them. And there have been some pushes by some people to shove forth that companies shouldn't even be able to do this because it might hurt the companies that that blatantly do use GMOs. You know, whatever. You know, if whatever a company wants to market their product as should be up to them. But I certainly don't think companies should be forced to label if they use GMOs. All this GMO, anti-GMO stuff it's on par with anti-vaxxers, quite frankly. You have no real science behind you if you are speaking against GMOs. You just don't. There are all of the science, the peer-reviewed science, the studies that use the scientific method show that GMOs are not a health risk. Something to take note of. Most of the websites that are anti-GMO have links to homeopathic remedies to things. Okay? Now, the placebo effect can be quite powerful. This has been proven. But that's about all of these homeopathic remedies for things are worth. So, you know, any website that's going to push forth for homeopathy, or is it homeopathy? What's the right way to pronounce it? Anyway, loses most of its credibility. Just like Alex Jones, you know? Sure, someone like Alex Jones might, 1 out of 100 things he says might be true.
Okay, now I just want to show a few more clips of this guy. I'll only show a few seconds of him when he was so disgusting. It's as if he did this on purpose, and his whole shtick is to upset people, to rile them up, to be outrageous. That sounds to me like Hal Turner. The guy's just needling us. Brandon Darby trying to rip at us. We see this everywhere. They're trying to divide us down the middle. Despite both sides sucking, despite the fact that both sides are miserable, you can't pick a side. It's impossible. So here he is, just yelling into the camera, yelling at people. It's my fault. He comes across as COINTELPRO.
And then some of you make it sound like, oh, you're being real critical thinkers because you're believing in these conspiracy theories, because you're believing in the propaganda. Do you listen to yourself? Again, a simple Google search will show this. Why don't you go watch a David Icke video or something? You know? Believe in something simply because it sounds rebellious. Okay, it's stupid. Okay, and I'm not having any part of it. I'm going back to bed. Have a nice day.